the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. And the Bruins will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open.
Turning it on! Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Gets it out quickly. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Puts it out of the air. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Makes it past the marker. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Go straight ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
He'll bring it out. It's Cantrell. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So UCLA's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
This crowd full throat, sweating the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking to throw, it's Buckmeyer. Under fire. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Bruins send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets it out of there for the first time today and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, when you're running the power play as a running back, you've got to be patient and know that needs to hit up the middle. If you try to bounce it outside, you risk getting a tackle for loss, and that's what happened.
Back to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Keeps it on the draw. Plows through the defense. Push down for the tackle.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The option look. Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch and kept it himself and turned it into a big play.
And man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run play action. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Now, I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, UCLA. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
To throw, it's Russell. Finds the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. New set of downs after the completion. On the move. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. Quarterback adapting. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8 clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. They're setting up the screen. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. On 1st down from their own 22. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Rivera. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back to the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Timeout called here by the defense is the first one they've used this half.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Kick is in the air. Pulls it in at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
He's got it down the left side, and he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Dropping back, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Tide with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Alabama!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They're going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Finds his man. It's Poe. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They kick it away on 4th down. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Makes the grab. It's Johns. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Caught near the sticks, it's Johns. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands, it's Johns. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback D going the other direction.
Zings it complete to the right. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime, you riled yourselves up, and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. It'll be a draw. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The Bruins will send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
To the air, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact.
Makes the catch! And he will score! Touchdown, Bama! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still...
And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And, man, this is starting to be a trend for this running back. He's a big-time playmaker. You know he's good with the ball, but he fumbles here again today. He fumbled twice last week, man. Tough to keep handing that guy the football.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to the ground with the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he's already put one 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown. They forced their opponent to take a field goal. Nice job.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. The throw. Got it in the middle. It's Bettis. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Bruins can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And as he throws, finds his big tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That pass is incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Got the quick pass. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw again. Fires to the right. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And the Bruins are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Got it, looking for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field.
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. Alabama comes to the line on third and short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Trying to take it back. The tap, and he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown time! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And the returner will be brought down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Got enough for the 1st. Still running at the 40. There he goes to the right. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Sends it back in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. With the catch, it's Lewis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? They'll run the screen. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. 3rd down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up 4th.
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Let's go. And the Bruins with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Got it set up on the outside. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? Give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of it.
Touchdown, Bruins! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
And a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart. How fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. There.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out in the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounted.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the pummeling has started. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. That's caught. It's Bettis. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak